What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Finally on live. Finally on live. Woo wee. Woo wee. Finally on live, fellas and ladies. Sorry about the trouble that I had. I've been trying to get on live for the last few minutes. God damn it, I've been trying to get on live for the last few minutes, trying to set up what you call. I was trying to set up the schedule live. It's pretty hard. If anybody know how to do it, how to do the schedule something later in the day and getting right on it. I know they want me to download and stream codes, whatever. And if anybody know how to do it, please let me know because oh man, just mixed up all today. I was trying to do it all day. You can ask my lady. This brain is combust. But anyway, how's everybody weekend going? Did you enjoy? If you have, please let me know. You can put it right on there. And like and subscribe to my channel. Um, Also share it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good topic tonight. I'm going to be on here for a few to try to articulate the stuff that I need to articulate for you guys can understand what I'm saying. Also, another thing, if you guys can hear me, please comment on it. If you can hear me and everything, please comment. Yes, yes. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Yes, yes. How you guys doing? If you want to leave a comment, and we're gonna get at it tonight. You know, hold on 1 second. Yep, we're gonna get at it tonight. So yeah, I don't know if you can see the thumbnail that I'm sharing, but point is, who do you allow in your life? Who's the what what type of people do you allow in your life? Is it the type of people that you hold? You know, is it the type of people that you don't really recognize who they are because of their maybe beauty or attraction, say attractiveness, or is it you know because what they can do for you instead of trying to see what type of person that you're dealing with mentally. And if you're that type of person that discuss, maybe, excuse me about that, maybe we should discuss that, as well. Hold on 1 second. I just want to, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure. Man, I'm gonna get on one of my phones, whatever. See if we can do this. Yeah, well, keep on going to the wrong app. Well, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? Okay, I see something. Yep, yep. Okay, I see something. Yep, yep. Okay, y'all can hear me clear. Y'all can hear me. I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys can. But yeah, as I was saying, who who do you actually allow in your life? Who do you put so much trust into that you know, being as though it might be just because they're attractive or what they can do for you? Those two options. Do you put trust in these? In you know, do you put people in your life just because of that? Maybe because they're attractive, or uh, maybe because they can do. You know, they might can help you out with something. What they can give to you, and I want to give that some thought and why how in my opinion how that can be a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying? That something like that can actually come about. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm my own. be referring to and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna, make sure you come in on it, understand what I'm trying to say and everything into that subject. You know, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in tonight. Definitely. Absolutely. Come on in. Come on in. Yes. One of these days I'm gonna have that commercial thing where I can put some commercials on and stuff like that. That's probably gonna be one day way far down the line, or maybe sooner than I think. You know what I'm saying? I just want to read some stories, you know, of the situation with the woman that actually was involved in burning her ex-boyfriend car down and getting burned, burned while she was doing it. Karma is a mug. To put that, to put that plain and simple. Karma is something else. She was a Wisconsin woman and everything. Wisconsin woman that had a lot of things. I guess this is why I said what I said when it comes to who are you really letting in your life. Who are you really? Who and why are you letting them in your life? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself these questions, especially we in a day and time where things is not like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are really mentally unstable in this day and time. It's like the more and more information people have, I think the more and more people are malfunctioning mentally. It's nothing to laugh about. That's why I always say in my videos or what have you, even if I'm having conversations one on one, you have to really really understand who you are trying to connect with and who you just have around. You know what I'm saying? And people play games with things of that nature because, to my understanding, I think that more and more people are getting into relationships because what they can do for you and how attractive they are, you know, and not understanding, especially as you get older and you already been through these obstacles that cause you to have maybe bad fallouts. Maybe not, maybe it's not because of you, it's because, it was because of the person, but either side, someone had a bad fallout, and how it's not, it shouldn't be so accepted in this society today. How people really feel like it's cool to make bad decisions instead of learning from your bad choices. And you can do whatever you want, but you can't keep on making the bad decisions that you're making. You know what I'm saying? And I never got that, when people have done that. And and with this title that I have right now, it's not just talking about, it's not going to be just talking about relationships in general. It's going to be talking about a bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to who do you let in your life, it could be your homeboys, your homegirl. It could it could be the job, your co-workers, what have you, um, and stuff like that. And if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that as well. You know, it's not a game for who you allow in your life, and I like you. It's good to be cordial with people. It's good to be friendly with people. It's good to get to know people, network and everything. But there's a difference of networking with someone and getting to your goal and everything. And it's another thing to really let these people in your life that you really you don't even understand mentally, that will cause all sorts of problems in your life. anything that you can imagine where things could go wrong. I put up several things up on my Facebook the other day, and then people need to understand that I put up these things when I say to the other men that you cannot be making bad decisions as a woman can in this society, in my opinion. And and what I see every day, you can't. This society will not allow you to make these bad decisions. I talked about Tory Lanez and what's the girl name? Megan Thee Stallion, all these people. I talk about all these different, because we live in a society where a lot of us look at these celebrities like they are something to uphold. You know what I'm saying? And it's mind boggling that we do that. We go on what you call we go on we love of hip hop. We like to talk about love of hip hop and what these people are doing and how they living recklessly. And we also like to go to our, let's say, our significant uh, other, go to our significant other, and we like to complain about our jobs and the co-workers that we befriended, and now it turns sour, you know. And this is why, again, this topic that I'm talking about tonight is very important. It's very important on these type of different things on who you letting in your life. And it's not a funny matter. It could be people that you know for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And and it's something could be wrong with them. And you really never actually got to know them. And then that 10 years that we just saying, we hypothetically saying, that 10-year hiatus of being friends with them or what have you, even friends or in a relationship, whatever you're doing, you really get to meet that person. You really get to know that person mentally. And that person, when you know that person mentally, it turns you off. And now, because you didn't understand this person and he or she mindset, you ready to end that friendship. We're not even talking about relationships right now. We're going to bypass that. You ready to end that friendship, um, and then they might not be ready to end that friendship. People can play a lot of games, especially people that's mentally ill, or let's say people are, I forgot the word that I'm trying to get, but a person that understands that they mentally ill, but they still will try to work a person that will allow them in their life just because they might be good looking, or they might be they might could do something for them. You know what I mean? They might can give them something. They might have good finances. They might have good opportunities around them. And that person, that new friend, new girlfriend or boyfriend, or new anything, want to get under them, not knowing this person can be very dangerous. Okay, so now we talk about relationships. I want to get back to relationships anyway. You know, from a man perspective, I really feel like you really got to get to know the woman that you're with, and not just sexually. I mean, I think sex is good. Let's look at situations with these people that get into violent altercations with the person they're supposed to be in love with. Being as though I more than likely think there's no love, it's all lust. But that's my opinion. But as I'm saying, as I want to say, Like you have to get to know this person mentally, subconsciously. You got to spiritually, what they what their beliefs are, who they are they as a person. I feel as though that's the most important thing you can ever do, ever do, especially as you get older, especially when you have more to lose. And I don't get it. And that's earlier in the video when I said there's so much information that you would think people will make less mistakes. But that's not the case that I see anyway. I don't see people making less mistakes because we in a society that the person that the person that understands what they're going through understands how it's going, how it's going to be. Been in that situation before. All of a sudden, when things go haywire, being as though they more than likely know, okay, I'm not, having no rules on getting to know this person. But you know what? Let's see. Maybe if we get physical a lot more. We kiss and we do all the, physical things, sensual things, what have you. We go to the movies, we go out, stuff like that. We'll bypass all the, the bullshit. And so that person already been through it, and none of that stuff doesn't work. But when things and they still go into the situation, and then when something bad occurs, now that person is considered the victim that understood the logic that they was in. So that's why I told, especially men, again, because I'm a man, you have to really understand who you with. You have to understand. You got to get to know that woman. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a situation where it's just a sex thing, and in this society, it never just a sex thing because people are mentally ill. In this society, you got to figure it out. You got to figure out that people really don't understand common sense. You know what I'm saying? People really don't understand common sense. People really don't understand how dangerous that it is that you will get yourself in, you know, predicaments time after time again, you know, and we supposed to learn from our stuff that really hit our psyche hard. Really supposed to learn from that. But again, with all the information that we know, guys like myself, meaning, guys like myself making videos and stuff like that, and probably plenty of family members trying to let them know what can happen, what can, what type of situation you could be in if you're not, if you're not understanding that you're going to be in the same predicament. Like people will still make those type of mistakes. People really don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame, but people honestly don't care. I might get on Facebook Live too. I don't know because I want to talk a little bit as well, but I don't want to be on here long. you know, Hold on a second. Yeah, what's going on, people? What's going on? I see you. I see you. I see you. What's going on? I need that fan down here though. Hope my lady see this and come down to the basement and give me a fan. But yeah, so this is the thing. People really need to understand what's going on. Right now, guys, I'm on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, and trying to, I'm asking Facebook, do they have any questions for me, what have you, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, um, like with that situation of the Wisconsin lady, it felt like a lot of people was making her the victim, you know, and this is why you have to understand what type of people in your life. I mean, you get a certain age, you're going buck wild, and stuff like that. But you also get a certain age, and you say, you know what, I don't want this energy in my life. I don't want this. People valuing me, put me on a pedestal when I don't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And so many people do that. They put people on a pedestal when they don't even deserve it because that's that mental that's that mental unstableness that people need to understand. It doesn't work. I mean, for the most part, I never saw a case where a situation like that was working. A situation like you know bringing in someone and putting them on a pedestal when they didn't even deserve to be. I mean, because of what they could do for you, or the physical attraction of them. I don't get it. I never got that, and at an early age I didn't get that. At a very very early age, I knew that I needed to do something a little different. When it comes to what woman that I need to put in my life that deserves to be in my sanctuary, what have you, or even what job I need to have, or what type of environment I need to be in. I always was, even as a kid, it didn't as though I got better as I got older. I always was acceptable, understood who to not let in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was always intelligent in that direct way. I might not have been the smartest person in the room, but I had and still do have a lot of common sense when it comes to who do I allow in my life. You know, I yeah, I never got the fact I never got the point. So even with my homeboys, my circle, why do if you're not enjoying yourself, if you're not fulfilling your dreams, or uh, if you're not mentally stable because of what life that what place you're in, why would you be in that situation? A lot of people, we're not we're not understanding that can be a very very challenging thing, and then it can be a very unhealthy thing to have anyone in your life. Very very unhealthy, extremely unhealthy. Before I go any further, I want to say, I just want to let everybody know, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm on YouTube live right now. Go to my channel, Dream Big Podcast, and subscribe to me, and like and share and everything. Um, Also, I'm looking for more interviewers to go on my other podcast. I'm gonna go back to that as well. This week I'm gonna be heavy on a podcast to keep on going into, again, this is my happiness. You have to go. This is who it should be. Who and what do you let into your life? You know what I mean? And what means, like, what you desire to be, what you want to be, stuff like that. And how do you want how do you want this? I mean, how what makes you work on that? You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second, guys. Let me try to see something. Hold on. Yeah, my bad, people. Hold on one second. What's going on? What's going on? We're just having a discussion and everything. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm talking about YouTube Live. I'm talking on how, like, who do you let in your life and what, who do you let in your life and what, like, who meaning it could be your girlfriend. I mean, it could be your significant other. It can be your job. It could be anything that you're letting in your life, your co-workers, to your boss, to the woman or the man that you want to be with. Who and why do you let them in your life? You know what I'm saying? Why, is it because of the attractiveness when it comes to like a significant other, or is it because of what they can do for you? Because the reason why I say this, the reason why I'm opening, I'm on live on YouTube right now. You can like and subscribe as soon as you get a chance and everything. It's Kasim. It's Dream Big Podcast. Anyway, as I was saying, like, why do you let them in? Why, let's go on that one topic. Why do you, if, when it comes to significant other, why do you let your significant, why do you let them in? Is it because of uh, what they can do for you, or is it a physical thing? I was reading up on the book. I was reading up on the book yesterday, as a matter of fact, and it talks about when you just let, when you just had that conversation. It's like you make sex the most important thing in your relationship, and you still that same person that's trying to look for some stable relationship. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, it's a little bit cool, like warm over here. I'll put it right there. What are you doing? Is he going? I got it. Yeah, I need this fan, guys. It's getting hot over here. Right. But yeah, as I'm saying, I hope you guys can still hear me clear. I'm sorry about that if you can't. As I was saying, why do you let people like that in your life? What type of energy are you getting? Like when you tell somebody, when you say to your mother, your father, or anybody that you care for, your girlfriend, your homeboy, um, when you say to them, I'm looking for a great guy, I'm looking for a great woman, or what have you, how are you looking for them? Are you doing the same thing you was doing a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Or are you doing something different? Because I'm gonna let you know from the jump, as a man such as myself, I don't look for what a woman can give me sexually like I did 10 years ago. 10, 15 years ago, I used to think a woman, like, you know, sex is like 75% and everything else is the rest of it, I'm saying that, what I mean, the 20%, that's me. I want that. The 25%, I should say, I want that. I want that situation. I want that mental, I put the 25% on the mental stability. You know what I'm saying? I put that as a lower standard, and I put sex as a higher standard. And for some reason, I thought I was going to get that, you know. And then once you make sex, like just about everything else moves out. As I was reading this book, it says during a 24-hour day, How much are you having sex with the person? You know what I'm saying? If you, let's say if you work, you got kids to take care of, uh, you're trying to expand your goals. You're trying to, trying to get your goals set. How much sex are you really having? And if you having a whole lot of sex, that means that money ain't you ain't getting no money. You ain't getting no stability. And let's be honest, most marriages are are ended are divorced. The divorce rate is because of finance. Finance. It's not because of cheating. You can look that up yourself. It's not because of fornication or what have you. It's because of finances. You know what I'm saying? It's cut and dry. So while you having all this sex, what have you, all throughout the day, that's going to actually lead to you not being in that relationship that you wanted. Where it's not going to be consistent. Uh, it's not going to be something that you want to have 5 years from now. That's just because that you're putting sex as being the number one thing. Sex should be probably number four, number five. I mean, something like that. You need to be understanding your partner mentally, spiritually, um, and just putting them through different things. And I don't mean things that make them freaking, reserve. The challenge them a little bit. Mental, being understanding your mate mentally, I think is the most important thing to do. I was saying this earlier, guys, on YouTube. I'm on YouTube Live right now, and I was saying mental stability in a relationship is everything. Because again, you're not, making babies or what. I mean, you're not. I mean, if you're being a productive human being, you're not having sex all day. You know what I'm saying? So in those situations where you gotta work, when you gotta provide, you know what I'm saying, when you want to set goals throughout the week, what have you, it's not going to be time for sex all day every day, you know, and then you got to look to that. You have to say to yourself, okay, what else what else attract me towards the woman that I'm with, or towards the man that I'm with, other than just sex. This is and if it's not, and if you can see when you do less physical. What's up, LP? Um, when you're less physical with someone and more mental with the person you with, I think you're on to something great. You know what I'm saying? You onto a situation where I can talk to that woman or that man or whatever how you go get down, have a conversation with him or her, and it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing. Because I know there's so many relationships that I've been in, my homeboy's been in, homegirl's been in, that was physical and that didn't last long. And when the physical went out, especially if you with a mentally ill person, when the physical goes out, it's like it's lights out. It's like the candle blown out, going on. That person that's mentally unstable, that person that's mentally unstable, they're gonna go berserk. That's how you find, or in like let's say the first couple of weeks. Because with me, I'm in a relationship in the last 5 or so years. I'm looking at how I'm challenging them like mentally. I know in this society, everybody is over sexualizing themselves in this society, very much so. I don't care what the woman say or to the man say, especially because I date women, of course. I don't care what the woman says. She over sexualizes herself more than the man do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to, it's not to punch somebody in the gut. No, this is real. So if you're over sexualizing yourself to the point that you're losing out of productive relationships to a high value man, I hope you I hope you expected that because that man you're over sexualizing yourself. So his mental is saying, okay, I think she want me to, you know, get into a point that it's all about her sexually. I guess she wants something from me or what have you. She believe I can help her with something, or she believe that I might be attractive. It's one of the two, but she's over sexualizing herself, and I'm a man. But when I get it, I'm gonna get it, and that's it. So when you feel as though that you need to, you need to keep on doing what you did in your early 20s to your mid 20s to your early 30s and late mid 30s, whatever it be, and now you 35, 40, and you feel like all this trouble of finding a productive relationship, men ain't shit. That's the first thing they say instead of saying to myself, what did I do? And men do the same thing. I mean, when it comes to, if you feel like a woman, a woman is, she's not what you want to be, you know what I'm saying? I believe in maybe because I'm mentally stable enough to understand, and I'm not thirsty. The new word thirsty and everything. I believe when I understand, when I know a woman can't do nothing for me but give me that nut, I basically, and the way the women are nowadays, I basically go my own way. I tell her to go right, I go left. I've been there, done that. I don't want to make the same mistakes I made at 35, 30, 25. What I'm saying? Sometimes I'm not special. I'm human. Sometimes, you get that, you get that gut feeling. You still want to do it, and then you start to understand that that situation is not going to work for me because she's over sexualizing herself to a point. That's all I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm thinking about, and what she want me to do. What can you know what she, what this going to lead to? You don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a conversation with me about stocks and bonds and what do you want in the next 5 years. You don't want to let's say join a motherfucking book club or something. You don't want to do that. It's all about let's go out to eat, and if you oppress me, you're sitting up stupid. We're sleeping with each other. I mean, that's fine and dandy, but as a high value man, we looking at it like, okay, if this goes down, uh, you know, this go down tonight. We get lucky, whatever. I can't be with this woman no more because a high value man, no matter what you ladies think, no matter who giving you these corny advice, a high value man gonna say to himself, as I'm done hitting it, I'm gonna let her do what she do because she might not be mentally stable. Giving me sex within a week, within a couple of days, she might not be as mentally stable as I thought she would be. You know, that's how high value men think. It's not, it ain't nothing wrong with you showing your sexuality. It's nothing wrong with it. The problem is you're not going to have the man you want to have, even if you want, if even you don't want to have him right now, you're going to want to have him because how about your man ain't going to want no woman that he thinks can be in a mentally stable relationship? You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from that. And even with the men, I want to let you the guys that I try not to, make them think I'm talking about them to hurt their feelings. But all that simping, all that thirst trapping, it's good to compliment a woman and everything. But a lot of these women that's, doing that thirst trapping, you're not the only one that you thirst trapping. Okay? And let's say you get into that relationship. One of you guys is going to put one of you guys on a pedestal. That's what you don't want to do because it's lustful. Because again, as I said earlier, because I'm on YouTube right now, live, as I said earlier, you have to accept that you see flaws in a person, red flags, man or woman, whatever it be, you got to look at that nowadays. Like you got a woman telling you, situations with her exes, whatever, and a man telling you situations with his exes, you got to figure it out to you on your ability as an adult. And you might not want that. It might be beautiful, and it might do, the person might be attractive, I should say, because we're talking about men and women. The person might be attractive, but you don't want that situation where, oh, okay, I'm sorry, the person might be attractive or could do something for you, and you're over sexualizing the relationship is deemed on just sex and how sexy the person is and what the person can do for me because of the finances and stuff like that. And all that come about, the woman is trying to get into a situation where she with a man that can be a provider and protector, but at the same time, she's using her sex to get that, her sexuality to get that. And a man can be with a woman that thinks she's good looking, and, she could do stuff for me and stuff like that, you know, and all that will lead to a bunch of people going crazy, and it leads to children being born. Then as though children are a blessing. It will lead to so much things that happen too fast, and that could be a situation where the family is split apart. Courts stuff like that, dysfunction, because more and more people, white, black, Hispanic, it's just like an Americanized thing, or just even including me, I'm guilty of it. We don't check the mental stability from the door because we rush it. Everything is on the go. You got smartphones and stuff like that. You got your technology. You got to work hard, to pay that bill, what have you. You want to go somewhere, and the most important thing you're not checking for, who are you letting in? Who are you letting in your home? Who are you letting in your life? That's the most important thing that we don't do at all for the most part. Especially the people that wasn't raised, such as myself, wasn't raised to understand this, to understand you gotta have morals, gotta have standards. You have to, because if you don't, you're gonna end up with somebody that's maybe it's gonna be the wrong person that you end up with. That's probably gonna ruin your life because you're not, probably meeting their requirements of putting you on that pedestal. They don't even know you. They more than likely put you on that pedestal because you was attractive or because you maybe can help them out with something. And that person maybe don't want to being at what you call that situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that we have in today. And and who's losing is children being involved. I mean, that's why when they say the mainstream media always tell us, mainstream media always tell us that, you know, you can make all the mistakes that you possibly can make. You're still human. You're still this and that and the third. This is the same mainstream media that wants you to make bad decisions. They want you to. They want you to have kids in this world that you can really mentally save. You can't put no knowledge into them because you're still trying to grow up. You know, this is why I feel like, and maybe because I'm older now and I've been there, done that, but I teach this to my son and daughter. And once my son get older, my 15-month-old, I'm gonna teach it to him as well. I teach my son and daughter, you have to have morals. You have to have standards. You cannot be looking at that person that you attractive to, maybe in a physical way or what they can do for you. You can't look at them that way, him or her in that way. You gotta look at them on how can we make things uh, to a mental standpoint, to a situation where we can make each other better. You know, even when you're young, and because I know you really can't do that because again, the family dynamic of the mother and the father being in the household to teach the boy and girl reality is not like it used to be 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm not even 20, maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's not like that. Everybody doing their own thing. So this is why it's extremely important not to date somebody that's mentally unstable. And if you feel as though that you're mentally unstable, I felt like I was mentally unstable myself for many years. What I did was I got a psychiatrist. I think people that feel as though they're mentally unstable, especially if you know who you are, and you real with yourself and you hold yourself accountable more than anybody else will hold you accountable. You got to get your shit together. And if you're a person that's mentally stable and understand who you are and understand who to not let in your life, you should not be in a relationship with somebody just because you think you can save him or her. You shouldn't. That shouldn't happen. People are too mentally unstable nowadays. There's more broken homes than it is anything else in America. Way more broken homes than it is anything else. You know what I'm saying? And we need to start adapting to this society and what it is. Or you're gonna keep on seeing videos when a woman going into her ex-boyfriend car and blowing it up, hurting herself in the process. You're gonna see more of that, and people laughing about it and stuff like that. That woman more than likely been mentally ill for a long time because you don't supposed to hold no man or woman in a high standard like that. You're supposed to hold most high. That's the only person you're supposed to hold on a pedestal, on a high standard like that. Only person. But most of us don't. Most of us might know. A lot of us don't want to know. A lot of us thinking that making bad is a-okay. because the person's attractive or the person can do something for me or what have you. And you come to find out all those things that you thought can happen because you looked at the physical and you looked at what he or she can do for me without looking at them mentally, then it's another relationship that went down the drain. It's another relationship that went ran this course quickly and went down the drain. You got that high level woman and that high level man looking at your whole situation because they're gonna ask you these questions. And even if you lie, they still gonna ask you those questions. I mean, even if you lie, they still wanna be cautious. These high level people, high value people. And I don't mean just having let's say a 100K a year job or have 5 successful businesses or what have you, or just going to church every day and stuff like that. No, just a regular person that have values, that have morals, that have standards. They're gonna ask these questions because they've been there, like myself. I've been there, done that. The most beautiful I could say to a woman, you are so beautiful. But believe me, I'm saying at the same time saying you're so beautiful, I'm also saying in my mind, what type of trouble or do you cause? And I don't even make it to a situation where I'm trying to talk to the person. That's when I was single, or whatever. I'm not trying to have a person. I'm not trying to talk to a person that I feel as though something going on. I have a conversation because I'm not that judgmental. I will have a conversation with the woman, try to see what her head's at. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what I was doing 10, 15 years ago, maybe a little, about 5, 10 years ago, maybe I was, I seen the trouble in her eyes, but I'm trying to get that nut because that's all I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you mess up. Because now this woman allowed you to be in between the legs, and now not she might not want you to go. And again, the woman in this society, is even on my YouTube page, what I on the thumbnail, I seen it on the Shade Room. I seen it on all these different sites where they was blaming the man that got his own car blown up. They was blaming him the most. This is why I tell men, especially black men, that you really have to choose very wisely. You choosing them because she got a big butt. There's 1,000 big butts out there. She got a nice ass. She got a nice smile, whatever. You better choose her for more than that. You better choose her for more than that. You know what I'm saying? All right, Facebook, I'm gonna let you go. Peace out. But before I go, just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing some interviews. So inbox me if you got somebody that would be good for me to interview. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm on YouTube live right now. Like and subscribe to my channel if you may. It's Dream Big Podcast. And have a good night, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Peace. So yeah, as I was saying, hold on, guys, let me get something going. Hold up. My bad, guys. I'm trying to see if I should delete this Facebook. Or should I not? My bad. But yeah, as whoever's watching this, I see I got one viewer. Hey, I love it. Thank you. I'm very humble of it. Real talk. Very humble of it. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, my subscribers, I'm looking to interview a couple people. I'm actually going to be going on my Facebook and my Instagram to check, certain people out to see if they interested in doing that. You know what I'm saying? And interested in me interviewing them and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more things popping with this podcast, uh, with this, my platform on YouTube and on my other podcast channel as well. I'm really looking to get this going. Absolutely looking to do that. You know, get this positive situation on the rise. Real, absolutely. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, and as I want to leave off with this, understanding who you involved with, especially if the person's your significant other. But also, if you're working with that person, if your friend, want to become friends, your job situation, understanding who and what you let in your life. That's the most important thing you could do. And that's not let the person, let anybody in your life. Keep your circle small. And if you're looking for a woman or a man in the physical and nature and what they can do for you, you might not have from my perspective, you might not have a good relationship history. And if you did that as a young person and you're still doing that as an older person or a person that has enough experience, and you could be 25, 30 with enough experience. If you keep on encountering what you're encountering, you're not going to account nothing but badness. You're not going to account nothing but lust when you think of stuff of what they can do for you financially and what they can do for you physically. It's nothing but lust. So let me say this again. Please like and subscribe my channel. Share it if you may. And I'm going to be just like I said. I'm going to be trying to do some interviews, find people to do interviews with me, and we're going to get this going, man. We definitely going to get this going. This week I'm going to go hard body, making the schedule up. We're going to talk about different entities of the celebrity thing. We're going to talk about growth and wellness. What this society entails for the black man. A lot of pro-truth stuff we're going to get in this week. And I hope you guys keep on subscribing. I hope I get more subscribers. Keep on liking my videos, and keep supporting like you're doing. Again, I'm a very humble human being, um, and I want to learn more and more. I'm new to this YouTube thing. All right, but anyway, have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll check in tomorrow. Peace.